Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the two referees in charge of this match. First referee, Josie Del Rosario, FIVB International Referee. Our second referee is Joven Racelis, National Referee. And now let's meet the starters. First, for the Akari Chargers. Reinforcement opposite hitter number 4, Oluma Ocaro. Outside spiker number 5, Gretchel Sultones. Middle blocker number 7, Cams Victoria. Middle blocker number 13, Seth Domingo. Outside spiker number 16, Ivy Laxina. Center number 18, Camille Kyle. Starting libero number 1, Danny Ravena. And the head coach for Akari is Taka Minowa. And now the starters for the Petro Gazz Angels. Middle blocker number 9, team captain Remy Palma. Outside spiker number 1, A.A. Adolfo. Center number 3, Donna Paralejas. Outside spiker number 10, Brooke Van Sickle. Reinforcement opposite hitter number 11, Wilma Salas. And middle blocker number 12, Casey Galtones. Starting libero is number 22, B. Love Barbon. Head coach for Petro Gazz is Koji Tuzurabara. This match is held under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board. It is Akari versus Petro Gazz. This is the PVL, the heart of volleyball.
We're back here at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City as we bring you the Akari Chargers versus the Petro Gazz Angels. On your screens, the starters for the Akari Chargers. And on the other hand, we have the starters for the Petro Gazz Angels and a couple of new faces that we have in this squad.
Of course, we have Donna and A.A. Adolfo. They were both drafted on the PVL draft, of course, and I remember being there, Billy, and it was such an emotional moment for them. So I'm happy they're now getting more playing time here, and to think that they're actually starting, this is a lot of pressure, I would say, for them, but I know that they can do well because they are with a veteran team.
Absolutely. We all know the Petro Gazz Angels, one of the more veteran teams here in the PVL. This is going to be a good experience also for the rookies. We have Brooke Van Sickle, dug up by Gretchel Soltones. Seguro Ivy Laxina. She is blocked. Here comes Oli with a soft touch. Good dig from Barbon. Salas, no go. Cal sets up Oli. Babalik sa Akari. Ivy Laxina. And that is going to be a little too strong, but they are asking for a check here, Jay.
Well, are the Chargers going to call for a challenge here? It's just the first point, really one of the longest rallies here so far, but yes, they will call for a challenge in just that first point.
So very early challenge that's happening right now in our match today, but there's going to be a fair play moment for the Petro Gazz Angels, care of Brooke Van Sickle.
Honesty is the best policy.
Queen things for PVS as play continues. Akari first point here.
Good receive.
Cal to Oli, makes do, sends it over. Chance here for Petro Gazz. They go to PVS. Dug up by Ravena. Oli again. Out of the money for Caro.
No, Billy, I remember watching her in their first match, still a bit timid, still trying to adjust to the Philippine system, but you can see that she's connecting well with Camille.
And you said it at the top of the coverage, Jay, that for Oli, she's not choosy with the sets.
Yes.
She's very adaptable, and she has adjusted very well to the system of the Chargers. Laxina is denied as we set it forward.
Maybe earlier in the pregame, we talked about how the Akari Chargers managed to turn the tide against the Titan opponents last Tuesday. And Oli Akaro, who had a phenomenal performance, shared with me that the big turning point in that game was when they huddled up, settled down, and drilled in their heads that they were literally giving the game away with their errors. In all these words, the moment we were fed up with being beat by a team that was capitalizing on our mistakes, that's when I felt the real Akari team really step up. However, today Coach Taka does not want to depend on their mid-game switch-ups and says that they cannot let their feet off the gas from start to finish to be able to pull away. Sabi nga ni Ivy Laksina, hindi natutulog yan si Coach. Lalong na-motivate raw siya for today's game para ma-maintain ang winning streak nila. And our fans can see how that will pan out for Akari over here by watching on the Pilipinas Live app for quality volleyball action anytime and anywhere in the world. And back to you, Billy and Jamie.
Thank you so much for that report, Kyla. Well, Akari has never beaten the Petro Gazz Angels here in the PVL. So this is going to be a real test for them, especially coming off that victory against the Chocamucho Flying Titans. Incredible game for them, their first game.
And of course, this is such a confidence booster for Akari, but the question is, can they sustain this momentum against the Angels? Well, so far, they are doing a great job. Not a lot of unforced errors so far.
Very interesting game we're having right now as Galdones puts it away.
I have to give credit to Donna. This is the first time she is playing, and she's a starter and leading the squad. You can see here, implementing Galdones with a beautiful A-quick attack.
We all know that the rookies have something to prove here in this match, especially going up against their idols and people that they watched growing up. And alam rin natin na si Janelle Cheng is under the weather right now. That's why she is not in the venue. She's not here. Still recovering.
And of course, that is why the training pool is there. There's sometimes 16 players per team, and whoever they have will step up.
And we also talked about that next man up mentality. And this is a perfect scenario here for some of the Petro Gazz Angels as Soltones will try the block for Soltones.
Now, those are not the easiest of angles to attack, coming from that dig of Camille, coming from a break ball, but Soltones making a way and getting that check out.
And she had 12 points versus the Chocamucho Flying Titans, second best scorer. Siyempre, first best scorer natin dun si Oli. Chance here for the Angels. They go to Adolfo. Salas ready for it.
Early give for Salas on the net, of course, having that height and that might. There's an overpass coming from the Chargers. But you can see here a delicate touch avoiding that net.
Wilma Salas, one of the veteran reinforcements that we have here. Not her first time, of course, in the Philippines. Oh, that's going to be an error called on the Angels. Score reads 6-4 in favor of Akari. So early lead for the Chargers. A lot of confidence coming into this match. Trying to extend that winning streak. Off to a good start in our reinforced conference for this young team. Salas!
She's able to receive. And a bump set coming from Donna. A bit of a miscue in the back row with Brooke and Salas, but of course Salas going for that back row attack. Also with the help of the net. No reaction from the Chargers.
Hesitation on the part of the Akari Chargers. Pati sila naguluhan sa nangyari sa likod. But that will be a error called on Ivy Laksina. And these are the things that you do not want to see. You don't want to see the errors picking up here in the first set, and she did have quite a few errors in their previous game, Jamie.
That's right. It's important to learn from your mistakes. Like Ivy a bit underneath the ball from that backdoor attack.
Great blocking there from Sed Domingo. Brooke Van Sickle!
Going that down the line. This is her classic attack. Whether she's front row or back row, she's leading this team, being that shining light for the Angels. See that slim margin in between Cal and the antenna.
Cal to Soltones, popped up by Brooke. And Temperatura unable to pop that one up. We're tied at 7.
So Tonas, of course, being that veteran spiker from the left pin, take a look at that angle, forcing herself to go cross, but Victoria being aggressive at the net, but great point coming from Akari.
So great contributions we're seeing from the Akari Chargers. Now that's going to be a service ace for Soltones. Akari leads 8-7. We'll be right back.
For Akari, 7 for Petro Gazz.
Still here at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Petro Gazz Angels versus the Akari Chargers. Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria. We have the Lady Beast having a word with her teammates, led by the reinforcement as well. Oli Ocaro in 38 big points versus the Chocomucho Flying Titans. Pero hindi naman magpapahuli si Wilma Salas and the Petro Gazz Angels, looking to avenge themselves after that unfortunate loss against the Capital One Solar Spikers, where they were too stunned to speak.
We have to give credit to our reinforcements here in this conference. They're adjusting well, they're communicating and feeling a bit loose and fluid with their movements.
It will take, some time adjusting to this Philippine style of play. But so far, so good for the reinforcements that we have. Lots of talent in this roster, Jamie. We are tied at 8. Nice to see Rem Palma playing in this game today. She missed their previous match as Cal will go to Oli.
What a swing.
She can do no wrong.
Yes.
Really adjusting to all the sets given to her. And that's what we like about her as well. And this spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng Bayan. That was Oli Ocaro of the Akari Chargers. Domingo serving. Donna will go to Galdones with a quick one.
I'm loving the grit of Donna, utilizing Galdones. You see the connection here with that B quick attack, taking risks. And to think this is her first game starting, it's not the easiest of tasks.
Especially being a setter of a team full of veterans.
Yes, intimidation,
It's
of course.
Yes. Yeah. But so far, so good. Akari has the ball. Miscommunication on the part of the white shirts will give this point to the Angels.
It's a lucky point for the Angels, but you can see a different light for Akari after that win against the Chocomucho Flying Titans, winning in 5 sets. We'll take a look here. No one able to get that third contact.
As we get back to this match, it's still playable. BBS sends it over.
Two miscommunications in a row from the Akari Chargers with Oli and Gretchel. But there is a challenge called by Coach Taka for touch.
In that sequence we saw before Brooke sent it over to the side of the Akari Chargers.
I think that was from the pancake save of Donna.
And those are always a tricky challenges to call.
Yes.
But again, for Akari J, I mean, we were talking about that confidence, and we cannot talk about it because this is one of the best starts they've had here in the PVL. They are one of the newer teams, I would say, one of the younger teams, but it's great to see them really progressing with every single conference that we have. And definitely, yes, it did touch the floor.
Good eyes from Akari.
To Akari.
So point goes to the Chargers. Coach Taka serious here in this match as Kamuikal will be all smiles on the service line. Great game for her as well. 22
right.
excellent sets.
And she is starting this game usually. Michelle Cobb would start and Camille would be that finisher, but doing well so far.
Great reaction there by Brooke Van Sickle. Ravenna to Oli. Chance here for Petro Gazz. They go to Wilma.
See the adjustments here between Donna and Wilma. You could see the flight from Wilma on that attack going down the line. Camille almost there to get that.
So Donna really showing us why she deserves to be here in the PVL, and that goes off the hands of Gretchen Soltones, who is usually a good receiver for the Chargers.
And we know that serve of Brooke, the lethal serves of Van Sickle that was actually going outside, and usually when the serve is above your shoulder, it usually is going out. But of course, nothing is so sure with that serve.
Laksina, dug up by Brooke. Donna to Van Sickle, nothing. They go to Oli. Good coverage from Akari. Babalik kay Oli, challenging the blockers. Donna finds BVS. And there's a lot of giggle that we saw on the part of Wilma Salas and Casey Galdones. Medyo nag-unahan, no, for that regalo.
Of course, and these are the things that do occur during these games. Of course, Wilma and Galdones still adjusting to each other. These are the things that tend to happen when you add a new reinforcement on the squad.
And sometimes you can't tell if someone's behind you, also reaching for that ball. Laksina serves. Donna to KC. Oli gets it.
You did mention her in the pregame. Oli to the rescue. You have Gretchen in the front row, but you have Oli, another veteran spiker, coming from the right pin. And I mean, Camille has so many options under her belt. It just depends on what strategy she wants to go against the blockers.
That is her third point of the game. Talking about Oli Ocaro, Wilma Salas from the right pin.
See Salas from the right pin this time, going for that long ball attack this time. She tried to switch it up earlier, but Donna giving her a bit more confidence, just avoiding that block of Akari.
You can see clearly Wilma Salas towering over everybody here on the court. They go to the middle. Oh, that's gonna go to the Chargers.
Yeah, almost as a lift coming from Wilma on that first contact. Score is now 13-all. We have a seesaw battle, Billy, between both squads, between the Angels and Akari.
It's going to be that crucial game for them, especially because we are nearing that halfway point of the tournament. Remember, only the top 3 teams in the first round will cross over to the opposite pool come the second round. Here comes Wilma!
What an attack yet again, coming from the right pin. Donna and Salas having that great tandem in this match, but the Akari Chargers need to make those in-game adjustments in terms of their blocking.
Remember, Wilma Salas only scored 7 points against Capital One. And right now, she already has 5. Need more point production from her. Oli. Donna to Wilma. Didn't quite like that set. They go to Gretchen, dug up by Brooke. Donna chases it, sends it to AA. Babalik sa Akari. Gretchen Soltones.
Good set.
The left pin. What a smart move by AA Adolfo. Playing like a veteran for Petro Gazz.
And you can see Donna switching up her offense, going to the back row, going to the middle, but this time finishing it off with AA. And I mean, this is the first time they're playing full on Billy. It's not the easiest of a task to accomplish, but I mean, when your name is being called up, you got to step up.
You got to answer. And you like how AA kind of baited the blockers, right? Of the Akari Chargers. Unfortunately, that will be a free point given to the Chargers. Service error for Wilma.
Team captain Cobb in.
We have Michelle Cobb checking in for the first time in this game in place of Kamuikal, who takes a bit of a break. Barely saw any playing time. Michelle Cobb did
Team captain,
in their last
Michelle
match. You have
Cobb.
Ellie Soyud as well. Double substitution for Coach Taka. It is 14, serving 15. That's going to be an 8-second violation, I believe.
One of the rare
8 seconds
errors we're seeing in volleyball.
That's right. We don't usually see it a lot.
Timeout 16.
But right now, Petro Gazz takes the lead 16 to 14. We will be right back. Suportahan natin ang mga atletang Pilipino sa Paris Olympic Games 2024. Watch the games live from July 26 to August 11 on One Sports Plus, RPTV, TV5, and Pilipinas Live app. Isang daang taong laban para sa banyo. Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria. We got Petro Gazz taking on the Akari Chargers here at the Phil Sports Arena. Said Domingo, middle blocker for the Chargers, ready for this game, looking pretty as ever. What about Brooke Van Sickle? One of the most lethal outside hitters that we have in the league today. As we get on with our match, this is still set number 1. And we have Said Domingo kind of crossing over. It looks like she is okay. What happened there, Jay?
You know, we tend to see this with Michelle Cobb and Said Domingo. The set is a bit too low or a bit too on the net for Said, and we all know Said, she needs a much higher set than that. We know her vertical.
So again, some
Too low.
adjustments
Yep.
need to be made here for Akari. However, that's going to be a point for the Chargers. We got to take a look at this and what happened here.
This is the right strategy coming from Michelle Cobb, going with Petro Sultones, making it a bit crafty with her attacks. Earlier, she went for that cross court. Now she went for that tip.
And that is why Petro Gazz holding on to that slim 2-point lead. Akari making their way. Here comes Brooke. Cobb to Ivy Laxina. So much power in the attack.
And after this double substitution with Ellie Soyud and Michelle Cobb, you can see that the Akari Chargers are finding more momentum in this first set. Michelle Cobb doing a great job of setting Ivy Laxina. Nice set.
Lang ang lamang ng Petro Gazz and Brooke Van Sickle with a soft touch.
Petro Sultones can do the same thing.
I can do it too.
Brooke Van Sickle here also coming from the left in explosive approach, switching that tempo mid-air.
It's not always about the intensity of the attacks, but the smarts that come to play when you go for these attacks. And very smart play there by BVS. Petro Gazz up by 2 points. Top to Laxina. Nobody there for Petro Gazz. You can see that sense of frustration on the face of Wilma Salas, who
This is the second time this has occurred. Ivy Laxina going down the line, but this is what we were talking about earlier, Billy, with having this reinforcement and now AA also new on the court. This is where the communication really comes into play.
there's gotta be that chemistry present on the court the entire time. Donna gives it to Brooke. Dug up. Laxina. That is off the block for Ivy.
So far, so good for Ivy Laxina. Earlier, she went cross, going down the line. But you can see Michelle Cobb constantly forcing that left pin here. No adjustments in terms of the blocking of Petro Gazz.
And that is something that they need to take note of, because right now we are all tied up at 80. And Donna,
Nice set.
Wilma Salas flying high. They go to Ellie Soyud. Donna back to Wilma. What deception from Wilma Salas.
Too good,
What deception for a lot of our players, Jamie. Changing that tempo mid-air. We love to see it.
And this is the first time we've witnessed this, a back row attack, going for that tip in zone number 2. Michelle Cobb not ready for that.
Akari needs that sense of urgency, especially against Petro Gazz. You know what they can do when they're all fired up. Laksina!
Outside.
Ball is out.
A bit overcooked in that sequence, right intent.
Timeout.
Timeout Akari.
Let's get it easy for fun. Okay? Let's make a side out and then break tayo.
Simple volleyball. Okay na tayo sa 2 points lang yan. Ano tayo? Tuloy-tuloy lang tayo sa Akari Chargers.
The Akari Chargers just 2 points away of tying this first set here. Seesaw battle between both squads here, but Wilma Salas and the reinforcement, Ollie of Akari, doing such a great job. So far, Ivy Laksina, that girl on the left pin, doing justice for her squad, crafty in her attacks. And also, Donna as well. This is the first time we're seeing her start as a setter for the Angels.
Out of Arellano University. Doing great things here for the Angels. But that's going to be an attack error for AA Adolfo.
See the starters here for Billy for the Angels. You have Salas, of course, being that reinforcement, but you also have to take into consideration the 2 new draftees here from the PVL draft. This is not the easiest to adjust to, of course, with this first 6. Timeout, Petro Gazz.
One catch.
Okay.
No, good. Advantageous.
Let's go.
Janty. Oh,
Yeah,
one
Dandy.
catch.
First catch.
Okay, go. Very well. Two aggressive.
Let's go!
Very good. Ah!
Yes. Hindi na tayo. Less error na ha? Yes. Hey, Petro Gazz Angels! Let's go!
The Petro Gazz Angels talking about their unforced errors here. You have quite too many in this first set, as you can see the score at 19-20. We don't have the usual starters for the Petro Gazz Angels. A few of them are feeling a bit under the weather, but the Akari Chargers, that girl on your screens, Camille, doing justice and running the offense of Akari.
Wilma, again, challenging the blockers of the Chargers.
Great dig by Ravenna.
Ivy, babalik sa Akari, back set to Ollie, makes do, nandoon si Wilma. Ollie will try again, better this time.
The timing of the blocking of the Petro Gazz Angels, a lack of press, a lack of unison here coming from that right pin. But of course, we know that all the balls will be going to Ollie, being that steady force for her squad.
Right now, she has 4 points. Oli Ocaro.
A
Donna,
little bit too tight, yep.
not the best of sets there for Donna. Oh, that's going to be a violation.
A net touch, I believe, coming from Donna. These are the unforced errors that you do not want to happen in the latter part of this first set.
And I also think, you know, as a rookie, there's going to be the jitters,
Of course,
as
yep.
expected. You just got to have that presence of mind to deliver. Here comes BVS. Oh, that's going to be a point for Brooke.
See Vansicle adjusting to the high set coming from Donna. A bit too high for her liking, but this is where the vet moves come into play here. Take a look at this, changing her speed for that off-speed attack.
And you like to see that after that point, she was encouraging Donna
Yes,
as well. And that is what a great leader
Yes.
is. Giving that motivation when needed. Ollie. Nope,
Back to
says
you.
Wilma. Laksina. Great defense from Brooke. Nandoon si Casey. Donna will send this one to Wilma. That was a good play from the Petro Gazz Angels.
Such a team effort. I have to give credit to Galdonas in that rally. She did switch that tempo here, giving them that first contact. But Ollie, lack of press as well. So Donis was there for that
Just a
down the
little
line.
too late. Brooke Van Sickle on deck to serve. Ooh, that is going to be a rare service error for BVS. We're all tied up, 22.
22 all with Ivy Laxina serving.
Ivy Laxina now for the white shirts. Miscue there for Petro Gazz. Soltones straight to the hands of B-Love. Back set, Wilma.
And touch Soltones.
Salas with that cross-court attack. She's in the front row. She is the tallest player, the tallest reinforcement in their squad.
Timeout, Akari.
As Akari, Coach Taka will call for time. Let's listen in.
Also, you're going to faster. Move forward. She cannot hit in deeper. And then, okay, now they're trying to hit in deep front of the Ori. Ori try to make it higher. Okay. So if you want someone can hit it. Okay, and also try to protect the Ori. If Libero can get it, also can get. Okay, now get the one side at a time. Hey, again.
We got this, guys. We got this.
Of course, the specific instructions coming from Coach Taka. MJ Phillips here, not, of course, in uniform, has not seen any court time in this reinforced conference.
But hoping to see her sooner than soon. And she'll be a great addition again here to the Petro Gazz Angels. They need her in this conference. But hoping for her speedy recovery as well. Wilma Salas with 7 points, leading all the scorers in this match. They go to Soltones. That is outside for the Lady Beast.
With right intent, going for that down the line, avoiding the blockers of the Angels, but a bit overcooked in that sequence.
Set point na ang Petro Gazz Angels. 24 serving, 22 Galdones serving. They go to the middle. It's still alive. Chance here for Akari. They need a good one. They go to Gretchen again. She is on fire in set number 1. Gretchen is.
Earlier she went for that down the line, but this time went for that power tip, switching that tempo above the block of the Angels. But you could see that Vansicle was also there, just a bit too late in her reaction.
And Gretchen knowing exactly where she wanted that ball to go. Now it's Coach Kochi's turn to call for time.
Everyone come back. Zeno! Okay.
When she's standing in the middle more, is she supposed to be to the left of me? Like in the serve receive? Because she's standing like... Or you supposed to be on the right of me? I'm confused. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. One up.
Amiga!
Petro Gazz Angels!
See Brooke asking Coach Mona Bagatsing specific instructions on the other spikers of Akari.
Because right now it's going to be a crucial point. Set point na ang Petro Gazz Angels, 24-23. Our scoreboard reads, we have Camille Victoria for the white shirts on deck to serve. Donna will find Salas.
Touch.
And there was a touch, and that is it for set number 1. It will go to the Petro Gazz Angels. And what a collective team effort here for the Angels. Not the best volleyball we've seen from them, but you can see that effort. They're locked in.
That's right, Billy. Of course, Donna went to her reinforcement, finishing off that set going down the line.
That's it for our first set. Again, 25-23. The PVL will be right back. Back here at the Phil Sports Arena, Petro Gazz versus the Akari Chargers, 25-23 as Petro Gazz takes set number 1 in 32 minutes of play. We said it before that set ended, Jamie. It wasn't the cleanest, wasn't the best volleyball here for Petro Gazz, but it was a total team effort for their part.
That's right, that team effort. We have to talk about the reinforcements in AA and Donna from the Petro Gazz Angels. Donna running that offense, taking a lot of risks, setting Galdona, setting Wilma as well, and Remy Palma and Brooke. But you are right, Billy. This is the collective unit that is doing well with not their usual starters. But here we have the set 1 stats here. Attacks almost the same. 15 for Petro Gazz and 14 for Akari. Same amount of errors, but it's the blocking, that one block of the Petro Gazz Angels. And what is also not shown are the timing of the aces, the timing of the blocks, and sometimes that actually changes the momentum of your own team.
And what about the Akari Chargers on the other hand, Jay? What went wrong for them in that first set, and how can they turn things around for themselves here in the second?
Well, it was the timing of their unforced errors, being a bit too inconsistent, and the blocking, no coverage as well. When you have Wilma and Brooke Vansicle in the front row, it's important that you cover.
And it's a slower start as well here for Oli Ocaro, the reinforcement of the white shirts. Complete opposite for Wilma Salas. She is leading all the scorers here with 8 points under her belt. We are talking about Kamoy Cal as well. Has taken over the setting duties for Michelle Cobb, starting here in the second. They go to Oli. Right off the rip, a point for Ocaro.
Powerful attack coming from the right pin. A good start for the Chargers, and Oli was a bit silent in that first set. I think that was the adjustment here. I did mention this in the pregame. This is actually a test for Oli, because knowing this veteran team of the Angels, they have done their assignment. They have studied the patterns of their opponent.
Yeah, so you will see how things pan out here in our second set. Ocaro from the back row, dug up by Adolfo. Donna finds Wilma, she's blocked. They go to PVS, gets it through.
Snap at that wrist coming from Brooke, and her set from Donna was also a bit too high. You can see it here in this replay, but these are the vet moves coming from Brooke, knowing when to adjust.
And sometimes you also have to be the one to adjust.
Yes.
And that's how you help your setters grow as well. We're tied at 1. That's a little too wide.
Does go outside. Set Domingo having a difficult time so far with her setters. Set a bit too low to her liking.
Just 1 point today for Said Domingo. In their last game, she scored 6. That was against Chocomucho. Adolfo will try. Dug up. Cal to Soltones.
Is there a check?
As we turn this one over to Kyla Kingsu. Go ahead, Kai.
Thanks so much for that, Billy and Jamie. Now, we knew that this game was going to be a good one, and we are just getting started. Now, this is the reinforced conference, but the Akari Chargers had to keep their eye out for Brooke Vansicle, who has been an undeniable force for her squad. I got a chance to catch up with her earlier today, and we talked about her dynamic with the reinforcement Wilma Salas. For Brooke, she says that we haven't really seen the best of Wilma just yet in the league, and she is excited for that big revelation, because there are many reasons why she is a force to be reckoned with. In Brooke's words, for starters, I love when tall hitters can also be good passers. She has the height, but she also has that agility. She may not be as vocal with the language barrier, but when she talks, there is that urgency to be all ears and apply the adjustments right away, like the veteran team that we are. Well, Billy and Jamie, we are seeing both BBS and Wilma towering over everyone on the court. Will they continue to seize control of this match? Well, our fans will have to stay tuned on the Pilipinas Live app, where you can experience quality volleyball action for only 149 pesos a month as we head back into the service.
Thank you so much for that, Kai. And what a dynamic duo, right? You got BBS and Wilma Salas. I mean, that's pure fire on the side of the Petro Gazz Angels.
And I like what Kyla said about Brooke talking about the reinforcement. It's not always about the attacking, but the passing as well. Of course, when you're an attacker, that's not only the thing that is highlighted, but what's not talked about is the digging in the back. And those are the little things that matter, the little details that help your team win.
You gotta be an all-around player to be efficient for your squad, and that's what Wilma Salas is. Another prime example would be Zoe Faki from the Chocomucho Flying Titans.
That's right.
Well, right now, Petro Gazz holding on to a 1-point lead. A chance here for the Chargers. They go to Laxina with a push. A little
Too aggressive.
yes
And
from
not
Rem
as,
Palma.
not as controlled.
But there was that intention.
Yes. Right, intent coming from Remy Palma. But the ball was a bit too low as she was trying to push it over the net.
Again, sometimes that adrenaline plays a factor.
Serving is
Nandun yung gigil. Kamuy Kal, that's gonna be a service error.
This is what we did see, Billy, in the first set. Another seesaw battle between both squads. But it goes to show that both teams are doing the right things. Both are fluid with their movements.
And trying to adjust to one another
Yes.
as well. Oli will try. We talked about it. She's been a little silent. She'll do it again. Much, much better this time.
And she did continue going to the same spot in that cross court.
As this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan. And we like that confidence, you know, that Camille Cal or Kamuy Cal is also giving Oli. But another service error here for the Chargers. Coach Taka not pleased
So
with
far,
that one.
Yep, so far two
serving five.
missed serves coming from Akari.
Serving is Remy Palma. Service error.
Remy Palma also with another service error. Scores 5-6 for the Petro Gazz Angels. Now up to serve Camille Victoria.
Serving for Akari, Camps Victoria.
We're tied at 6. We have Camps Victoria serving. Donna finds Brooke. Oli, right place, right time. Also an offset here for Donna to Brooke.
You know, the setup, Donna, was a bit too short for Brooke. And Brooke tried to find a way, but of course, with the height of Oli, was able to block that. No coverage for Petro Gazz.
They're gonna chase it. Bumps it to Brooke. Sends it over. Cal to Soltones. Donna to Brooke Van Sickle is blocked. Ball still alive. They go back to Brooke.
Too good. Too hot to handle.
He always makes a way.
Yes.
Always. And that is one of the things that the fans love about Brooke Van Sickle. All smiles after that point.
And her aura, she's very patient. She went for the cross court. It didn't work. Switched it up and went for Ivy Laxina down the line.
As we saw Myla Pablo on the sidelines here. What a dig from Temperatura. Salas! Oh, they're gonna call that a point. We have to clarify first. She was very adamant.
Yung ano, yung blocker. Blocker. Oh, blocker ng Akari. Dito ba? Dito ba sa Petro?
And Wilma is right. That will be
Yep,
a point.
I saw that. I saw that.
It will be a point here for Petro Gazz. She was very adamant about it.
But of course, Akari will call a challenge.
As expected.
Ball in, ball out. And this is coming from the attack of Salas.
Challenge by Akari in the last play for ball in, ball out.
Wilma Salas is 19th best scorer here in our reinforced conference. Brooke Van Sickle is the 7th. So again, there will be a challenge called by the Akari Chargers because the point was awarded to the Petro Gazz Angels.
Yep, it is outside. Good eye coming from Wilma.
So
She's
that
like, I saw that.
That was going to be an unsuccessful challenge here for Petro Gazz. Sorry, that was Akari. Unsuccessful because the point will remain with the Petro Gazz Angels. 8-7 is on the scoreboard right now. Petro Gazz leads. here at the Phil Sports Arena. Yeah, the Petro Gazz Angels, the rookie A. Adolfo out of Adams University, playing today for the girls in red. And she is going up against the Akari Chargers, one of the younger teams that we have here in the PVL. You see Steph Bustillo also has not seen action in our game. One of the first round draftees that we had in the draft that we had recently. Another rookie is on deck to serve for the red shirts.
Nice serve.
Good serve.
What a serve.
And that's going to be her first point of the ball game, much to the delight of her ates, her veteran teammates. You know, we keep talking about it, Jay. It can be a little nerve-wracking playing alongside vets, especially in a high-stakes game like this one.
Of course, the intimidation is there.
But the support from her teammates, we can also clearly see. They go to Soltones with a drop. It's still alive.
Good pickup.
Oh no, that's gonna go.
Yep, it's down. Coach Koji was honest, but Donna not ready. But she was actually waiting for that down-the-line attack of Gretchel.
But you like to see the hustle that Petro Gazz has and showcase in that sequence. They're up by 1 point. 6 points for Oli in our match. Donna to BVS. Easy pickings for Ivy Laxina. Here comes Soltones. Smart. That's going to be a point for Gretch.
You know, that's not the strongest of attacks coming from Gretchel Soltones, but she knows how to tool that block. We've seen this many times, time and time again. She's touching the hands of Brooke.
Great execution from the veteran, one of the veteran players of Akari, formerly a Petro Gazz Angel. Wilma, nothing yet. Soltones! Ibabalik sa Akari, it's still alive. They go back to Gretch, he's been on fire. Not this time. Wilma again! And she puts it away at the expense of Danny Ravenna.
The Petro Gazz Angels, quick reflexes here. Beloved Barbon going for that dig, bump set. But Wilma going for that long ball attack, that cross court, going for Danny Ravenna.
You can see the passion in the face of Wilma every time she goes for that attack. Pure heart. Soltones one more time. A little too wide for Gretch.
The lack of first action as well in that sequence.
So what's going right here for Petro Gazz at this point in the second, Jay?
Well, so far, I gotta give credit to their reinforcements. Salas and Donna just paving the way in terms of setting the right person at the right time.
Ooh, what a block! What a denial from Wilma Salas.
No, this is very tricky for Soltones. She is up against Wilma here. It's a true test for the open spikers.
As Akari will be forced to call for time that isn't in.
Make it simple again. High blocker is there. You always need to get high block only. Make it simple. Okay, now, and everyone is going to cover. Also, as a player, need to understand if it's set into the grid for now session number 11, we have to go to cover. Don't need to receive. Go to be aggressive. Hold on.
Coach Taka not too happy with the body language, I would say, of the Chargers. I mean, even if they're down just 3 points, they need to switch it up. Their emotions as well on the court. You saw Gretchel Soltones telling her teammates to smile as well. Those are the small differences, of course, that need to be changed for Akari.
We also heard the word aggressive. They gotta be aggressive here, especially against Petro Gazz, because right now they have that confidence. Talking about the Angels, a while ago it was Akari kind of walking into this with a whole lot of confidence, especially after the winning streak. But right now the tables have turned. It looks like Akari a little bit tense in the second as opposed to the Angels. Van Sickle to serve. Oh, Jelly was not ready for it.
Smart play coming from Cal, going for that 1-2 play, a much needed side out for the Chargers. The receive a bit too tight for Cal, but she was able to make a way.
That's gonna be her first point. She scored 4 against Chocomucho. And because she is tall, she helps in the blocking department as well, Jamie.
Right.
Well, that's gonna be a free ball chance here. Ooh, not so fast. With the help of the tape of the net, and she could not believe it.
Was that on
She
purpose?
gasped.
Yep. She was going for that short free ball over, but not that short.
Cal had her back turn, was not able to spot it real quick. There was that donut hole in the defense of Akari. 4-point lead, Petro Gazz. Ollie flying from the back.
Ollie, she had 38 points against the Chocomucho Flying Titans. The game lasted in 5 sets, but she has been silent this second set. A lot of balls have not been fed to her, but that goes to show the defense and blocking of the Angels.
She only has 7 points. Remember, 38 in that last game.
Yep, completely silenced by the Angels.
Adolfo, popped up by Ivy. Back to Ollie from the back.
That sails out.
So a couple of attack errors we're seeing here from Okaro.
And Billy, you were talking about this off air with Akari coming from a win. Can they sustain this? But also with the Petro Gazz, a few players, there are a few key players not playing. And you can still see that the blend of rookies and vets are helping. You still have Brooke, you still have Wilma, you still have Remy Palma helping the new draftees of the Angels.
I believe not a lot of substitutions actually for Petro Gazz.
Yep.
Just the liberos, right? They're changing.
Yes, yes.
But we see Nang Aiza still on the bench. Myla Pablo, Chamzon have yet to see any playing time here in this match. Brooke Van Sickle off the hands of Kamui Cal.
Brooke Van Sickle.
And the Petro Gazz Angels continue to hold on to the lead, 16-12.
Petro Gazz 12 for Akari.
Sama-sama tayo sa laban ngayong Olympic Games Paris 2024 with Signal. Panoorin ang mga laban sa 3 exclusive channels at iba pa in high definition anytime, anywhere. Mag-subscribe lang sa Sports Action Pack for only 300 pesos. We have Chang Abby Maraño, of course, in attendance today. Possibly cheering for the Akari Chargers. Gretchen Soltones, the lady base, formerly a Petro Gazz Angel, is facing her team, or the team that she used to play with. Petro Gazz holding on to that 4-point lead, 16 serving 12. Michelle Cobb is back. She sets up Ivy. Brooke. Max Wanko. Bump set to Ollie, nothing. Donna to Rem Palma. Ooh, what defense from Akari. But Rem Palma said, nope, I gotta finish the job.
Yes, but Remy Palma, this is her first running attack here down the line. An overpass coming from Akari, but being aggressive here at the net. Beautiful dig by Max, but Remy Palma winning that joust.
Job is not done, said Rem Palma. Okaro winds up, nothing.
Good set.
Van Sickle. Good dig from Soltones. Ollie again. A little too strong. for Okaro.
And also mistiming that approach as well. You can see she was talking to Michelle Cobb. And this is the difference between having Michelle Cobb
And Camille Cal.
Camille Cal, right? Different types of sets, different styles. So this is where the adjustment comes into play.
Babalik sa Akari as Cobb will choose Ollie. Much, much better this time for Okaro and Michelle Cobb, seeing that connection there.
Better connection, better set coming from Michelle Cobb.
And that's why you have to be really vocal, right,
Yes,
Jamie? I mean, you're a setter yourself. And that's why you really talk to the players,
Yes,
right? To
you
ask them
have
what
to.
kind of set they want.
And you want to make sure that your spikers are not intimidated by you as well. You need to have that open communication because you want to make the set that they like.
That's right. And just like that set
Perfect.
from Brooke Van Sickle, rather. Great connection.
Take a look at Donna there, giving her the set that she likes. I mean, this is a definite confidence booster, I would say, for AA and Donna.
Lots of playing time for them today. And they need that to be able to grow here in the PVL, especially against Akari. Soltones, ooh, nobody there for Petro Gazz. And this is probably the second time that
Yes.
she's done that.
Soltones finding that hole, finding that open space on the defense of the Angels, AA Adolfo and Wilma, not having any communication in that sequence.
And we all know that AA Adolfo is from Adamson, and they are known for their defense and their floor defense specifically. Another one-two play attempt. This one is good for Donna Paralejas.
Now this is a 1-2 play, but take a look at this location. Going for that zone 5. Ivy Laxina a bit late in that rally.
Second point for the rookie. She will serve. Ollie.
The cross-court attack, no spin whatsoever on the ball. The block not there, but the same spot, Donna, looking at Coach Koji, she needs to move a bit further in front to get that attack.
So we see Ollie here getting hidden up here in our match. She's the best scorer in the league. Cobb will find Soltones. Brooke was there.
Talk about hang time coming from Van Sickle, knowing the pattern of Gretchen Soltones with that tip.
Yung gusto mo yung sinabayan niya.
Yes.
Si Gretchen. Take a look at this. She knew exactly what she was gonna do. Brooke now with 10 points.
What a serve.
Temperatura. Donna to A. Adolfo. Quick thinking from Salas. Okaro from the back.
Inside.
Down the line for Okaro.
This is a back row attack this time, coming from Ollie. Reverse set coming from Michelle Cobb, but nicking that line there, zone 5.
Great angle there from Ollie. Soltones serving. Score is 21-16 in favor of the Angels. Does not go over for Adolfo.
Contact a bit too low coming from AA, but point does go to Akari.
It's a 4-point advantage, 4-point push for the Petro Gazz Angels. Akari needs to step it up. That's going to be a service ace for Soltones, and she has been one of the more efficient players for the Chargers and for Coach Taka, as Coach Koji will gather the girls for a timeout.
Di pa tapos, di pa tapos.
Catch one Preliminary, toss, one Preliminary. Don't drop, have a chance.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay na, okay na. Okay na.
Simple. Pick up this song.
Yes, coach.
Okay,
Okay, coming
one more,
back.
change the mind.
Petro Gazz Angels.
just basing the body language of Coach Koji. Of course, not too happy with what we're seeing there. Kiefer Ravenna on your screens, of course, supporting the PVL.
The big brother of Danny Ravenna. And of course, Mozzie Ravenna on your screens also a while ago. 21-18 reads our scoreboard. Wilma Salas is blocked by Ivy Laxina, but she will try again. Said Domingo was there for the third time. It is good.
Salas to the rescue. A much needed side out for the Angels. You could see she's still talking to Donna in terms of communication here. Donna's still trying to get that perfect set that she likes, but they do get this point, 22-18.
Great point right after a timeout called by Coach Koji. Here comes Oli Okaro. Ooh, there is someone down. That is Casey Galdones.
I think when she was playing defense,
well, hopefully
she fell down.
We get to see what happens. That is Coach Shota.
Yep.
The Farm Fresh Foxies. Adolfo waiting for it. Ivy Laxina popped up by Bilov.
What a free ball.
Brooke with a gasp. They go to Adolfo. Lots of scrambling on the floor for Akari. Donna will go to Wilma. Got a rally going on here. And of course, leave it up to the Lady Beasts to finish that rally in favor of Akari.
No, I love how Michelle Cobb ended that rally with Gretchen Soltones. We don't see a lot of back row attacks so far in this match from her, but she was able to make a way. Look at her on your screens here, targeting zone 6.
And Gretchen really brings a lot of leadership to this Akari team, a lot of steadiness as well, and stability. She has been leading the charge for the Chargers. However, those are the things that kind of break the momentum. They already had it, but that's going to be a service error. Free point given to Petro Gazz. And they are up by 3. Now, if you're Akari, you cannot panic at this point. You've been in this situation before. But we have another veteran coming in. We have Chisaet. A little bit of a break for Donna. We also have Aiza Maizo Pontillas. Coach Koji bring out the big guns here for the Angels.
Much needed vets, I would say.
Speaking of,
instant impact.
Right on cue. They didn't even have to do anything special.
Just with a mini jump. Let's take a look at that replay. Ivy Laxina with that over-receive.
Nothing special, just smarts from ng Aiza Maizo Pontillas. They're at set point 24-20. They go to Victoria. Keeps them alive, hang on by a thread.
It's a back quick attack coming from Victoria. The first back quick attack we're seeing from her. Michelle Cobb taking that risk, going for the middle block. Middle blockers of her squad. Remy Pham a bit too late in that rally.
Here comes Cobb, serving for Akari. They need a good one. Saet will go to Palma, dug up by Max. Laxina. That's gonna be a chance here. They go to Rem Palma, finds that open spot, capitalizes on it, and that is it for our second set, which will go to the Petro Gazz Angels. They stood their ground, Jay, until the very end, especially when they saw that Akari was kind of getting all riled up and ready to go.
It's a simple play, a short running attack coming from the Angels.
We're back here at the Phil Sports Arena, and the Petro Gazz Angels will take set number 2 from the Akari Chargers. Scoreboard reads 25-21, 30 minutes of play. And for the Petro Gazz Angels, Jamie, they really displayed, that veteran mentality in that second set. They were not frazzled, they stood their ground, they held their ground, and they did not allow Akari to come charging back in.
In that second set, they did have a lot of patience. When things did not go their way, they were able to adjust right away. I have to talk about Wilma and Brooke Van Sickle. They are leading, they are shining, they are the shining light on the court. They are helping Donna, they are also helping AA Adolfo. But for Akari, this is where they need to stay a bit more steady. They need more patience on their side. But first here, the set 2 stats here, the disparity not too far, 13 attacks for Petro Gazz and 15 for Akari. It was the 8 unforced errors coming from Akari that did not help them in that second set. But of course, let's see if lessons have been learned in this upcoming third set. The Akari Chargers needing to win this set if the Petro Gazz Angels win this set.
But lots of bright spots as well for the side of the Akari Chargers. I mean, Rachel Sultanes scored, I believe, 7 points in the second set. She scored 4 in the first. She has been carrying the Chargers on her back. And same thing with Oli Ocaro. Meanwhile, for the Petro Gazz Angels, Wilma Salas, the veteran reinforcement who we have seen before, doing amazing things here for the Angels alongside the rookie AA Adolfo.
That's right, with Sultanes in the mix and Oli, I think the middle blockers need to be utilized a bit more. We have Victoria, we have Sed Domingo, one of the best middle blockers here in the PVL. This is where they do need to step up if they want to win this third set.
That's right, Jay. Domingo currently has 2 points and Victoria has 3 as Petro Gazz draws first blood in the third.
Talk about confidence coming from Donna, being very crafty in her attacks with that 1-2 play.
You like to see that confidence growing and growing with every single set that we have. Victoria, speaking of the middles, getting activated early on here in our third set.
It's a simple quick attack ran by their setter, Michelle Cobb. No urgency for that sequence coming from the Angels.
Remember, Victoria can contribute. She scored 8 points versus Choco Mucho. Leading scorers here, Wilma and Oli Ocaro going cross-court.
With a squad coming from the veteran Brooke Van Sickle. You can see that the sets are still being adjusted here. Set is a bit too high for her liking. But a point is a point, going for that zone 1.
And she'll take it, because right now, Petro Gazz 2-1 is the score. Cobb waiting for it. It's going to be a point for the Angels.
So far, so good for the Angels here. Of course, they need to keep in mind that when Brooke Van Sickle is at the service line, one of the hardest serves here in the PVL.
Very dangerous serves from Brooke Van Sickle. Laxina. Almost a good dig as we set it over to Kyla Kingsu. Go ahead, Kai.
Thanks so much for that, Billy and Jamie. Now the Chargers did all that they could to try and push the limits in those final minutes of set number 2. But the Angels just held the ground and, kept the momentum alive as we head into this third set. Now we got to feature our rookies AA Adolfo and Donna Paralejas in the pregame, and I got a quick chat with them prior to this matchup where they shared that coming from a tough loss, there is no room for any newbie jitters with what is at stake. And the past 2 days were spent really locking into the starter roles assigned to them. In Donna's words, it is not every day that rookies are trusted with this type of opportunity, and although bago lang kami sa team, we aren't new to the next man up mentality. And I know you guys would agree with me when I say that they are slowly but surely proving why they deserve their Petro Gazz wings, making it an exciting time for their squad as they attempt to defend the reinforced title. Now all it takes is one more set. Will the Angels have a straight set comeback today? We'll have to see as our fans continue watching exciting PVL action for only 149 pesos a month on the Pilipinas Live app. Now back to you, Billy and Jamie.
Thanks so much for that, Kai, and that is true. They definitely have that next man up mentality. coverage, we mentioned that. It's so important as well because we did have that recent draft. So a lot of rookies in the PVL. You gotta give them that confidence, right? And the belief that they can do it. They deserve to be here. And if we specifically talk about Donna and A. Adolfo, what can you say about how they've been performing in this game, Jamie?
I mean, it's not the easiest job to do, especially usually the rookie draftees would come off the bench, but this time they are starting. And I remember, yes, and I remember talking about this on starting lineup. We were saying that the coaches just need to throw them on the court. This is where you will learn. This is where you will be tested. And so far, they are doing such a stellar job. Of course, it's not the easiest to be with Wilma, with Brooke, with Remy Palma, but you are surrounded by great teammates who are willing to help.
Correct. You are in good hands, especially with all the veterans in the squad of the Petro Gazz Angels right now. Things looking good for the red shirts. They're up by 4. Great placement from Rem Palma. And this time you can see that the Petro Gazz Angels, they really want to come back and bounce back from that loss against Capital One. What an attack there. Smart one from the team captain. The PVL will be right back. Happy Saturday to all our PVL fans. You got the Petro Gazz Angels and their fans here at the Phil Sports Arena. And the same goes with the fans of the Akari Chargers. This is our second game of our Saturday triple header. Later on, we have the Chocomucho Flying Titans taking on the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. Should be an interesting match as well. Right now, though, Petro Gazz holding on to a 5-point advantage versus Akari. Wilma Salas from the back row, dug up by Soltones. They go to Ivy, the left pin.
Good set.
Adolfo is denied.
Adolfo here on the other side going up against Sed Domingo. We all know the blocking of Sed Domingo. Take a look at this replay. No coverage for Akari.
So they gotta bring back that fight. Talking about the Akari Chargers. In comes Kamuy Cal for Mitch Cobb. Laksina serving for the white shirts. Donna. Miscue again. Cal to Gretchel. She's been doing that time and time again here in this match, Jay.
The Akari Chargers slowly creeping in here. Camille Cal setting up Gretchel Soltones, but we saw a miscue coming from the Angels. They cannot afford those miscommunications if they want to finish this match.
There's gotta be some clear communication on the court. Very crucial set for them. Adolfo, too strong.
The set of Donna a bit too off the net. AA Adolfo as well. Of course, this is going to happen. This is the first time that they are playing, they are starting. This is where they need to maintain that patience.
It's gotta be a teaching moment here for the rookie setter. Steady reception, Palma. Gretchel. Easy pickings for Salas, Van Sickle. Gretchel again. Good defense from Adolfo. Salas. Babalik sa Petro Gazz. Again, another miscommunication for the Petro Gazz Angels as Sed Domingo takes note of that miscommunication and does something about it. And this spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan.
Beautiful quick attack coming from Sed. Too many errors now for the Angels. As you see, Chisaet running the offense now.
Bringing back the veterans. Well-deserved break for the rookies. Or the rookie rather in Donna. It's gonna be a service error.
Serving AA Adolfo.
Cal, Bobset to Soltones. It's that same spot in the defense of Petro Gazz.
That's right. Gretchen Soltones finding that open space, that cross-court attack going for zone 5. But the Petro Gazz Angels slowly losing their lead here, 8-9.
Just 1 point. And just like that, Jamie, we're all tied up. 9 apiece. A service ace for Sed Domingo. We'll tie up this ball game.
Whether you're up at 3 to 4 points, there's no cushion here in the PVL.
Need to talking, make a communicate each other. Now nothing to communicate. Okay, 2 person make a leadership. Make a game. Ourselves. Have a chance now.
Yeah, one stop first. Where is he? Forward na ako. Middle serving. Smile. Yes.
Ay, enjoy tayo! Hindi naman tayo ano eh!
Petro Gazz.
Angels!
The Petro Gazz Angels needing that one stop, that immediate side out, as the Akari Chargers are now tied with the Angels. Camille Cal and the rest of the squad staying patient, but the Petro Gazz Angels committing so many unforced errors.
They need that sense of urgency and that stability that they had in the second set. It needs to translate here in the third. Brooke Van Sickle. Laksina chasing it. They need a good one. Steadier defense here for Akari. Oli! And some trouble happening in the defense of the Angels here. Jamie, we can clearly see it.
But the Akari Chargers being a bit more awake, I would say, in this third set. Ollie now being fielded in a bit more in the back row.
And remember what happened to Akari in their last match. That was a reverse sweep of the Choco Mucho Flying Titan. Saet, tumayo sa Contillas. Great hustle from Laksina.
What an adjustment.
And everything going right here for the Akari Chargers. Credit the defense of Ivy Laksina as well. She has been diving for the balls.
But take a look at the location of the set of Ollie outside the antenna. Of course, the only way that Gretchen will get the ball over was going for that sharp cross. Brooke not ready for that.
Great angle from Gretchen Soltones, and right now they're up by 2. What a turn of events in the third set, 9-11. Sed Domingo will serve. Saet to Brooke Van Sickle. She'll try one more time, nothing yet. Let's see how this goes. Still nothing. Ooh,
that tap.
And that's what she's good at, right? Mama, that's what she's known for. Just being ready. Just a little tap. Get things going.
Yes, and a much needed boost for the Petro Gazz Angels, but you can see that they are heavily guarding Brooke Van Sickle in that sequence.
But we know Brooke, she never gets tired.
Serving is Remy Palma.
1 point lead for Akari. If you're Akari, you want to hold on to this momentum. Soltones. And she has just been incredible, Jay, in this match.
That's right. Gretchen Soltones being that lethal weapon from the left pin, helping out her squad, helping out Victoria, and of course, Ollie. But now, Ollie is in the front row.
Which spells trouble for the Petro Gazz Angels. Saet. Cal sets up the Lady Beast. It's alive. Quick thinking from Maizo Pontillas. They chase it and send it over. Maizo Pontillas again.
What a dig.
Great hustle from the Chargers. Here comes Ollie. Chance here for Petro Gazz. Saet finds Brooke Van Sickle. Cal back set. Ollie with a push. Not yet. Not so fast. Oh, it's still alive. Still playable. Chance for Akari. What a rally we have here. Cal.
Too tight.
Ollie. Brooke wants to finish this. And Brooke does it.
We're needing to breathe after that long rally. Switching it up, going for that tip down the line. But I have to give credit to the blocking of the Chargers. Smart play. She used her left hand actually in that rally. That was a bit too tight.
Okay, it's going down to the wire here in the third set. Akari still up by 1 point. Brooke Van Sickle with 14 big points. Salas with 16, and they are the top scorers of our match alongside Gretchen Soltones. Ooh, a chance here for Akari. Cal will go to Victoria, and that's what happens when you have, you know, the middles really come out to play and get them involved in the offense.
And the middle blockers here running a different set, differential set is what you call it. We've got Camille Cal pulling the blocking of the Angels.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Chargers. 14 points off 12 attacks, 2 aces for Gretch Soltones. Oh, that's going to be a service error for Soltones. Over on the side of Petro Gazz, you can see Donna is back, Adolfo is back again. Coach Taka looks on. They are on a 2-game winning streak. MJ Phillips, on the other hand, for Petro Gazz. We hope to see her soon and wishing her speedy recovery. Cal to Ivy. Salas. Cal. Ooh, that's a little tight.
Tight, yep.
That will go to Petro Gazz.
Is there a touch on that attack?
They're asking for a challenge here, and they will have one. They're pulling up the card. They're asking for
touch.
A net touch. So there you have it. But Camille Victoria looking at our referee and saying no challenge, I believe. So that's why there is a bit of a lull in the game. Wala daw challenge, sisigaw ng girls on the court. Play continues. That clarifies it. No challenge. Akari up by 1. 13-12. We have Brooke Van Sickle serving for the red shirts. BVS with 14 points. Just at the net. 1 by the Angels. Casey Galdones.
It's now 13-14. Brooke Van Sickle up to serve, which means that Salas is in the front row. One of the taller spikers here for the Angels.
We got reinforcement versus reinforcement here in the third set. BVS serving. Cal to Ollie. Oh, that's outside. Oh, that is a touch. There's a touch on that.
There is a check on the attack of Ollie.
Looked a little too strong. But someone grazed the ball. We're tied at 14. Oli Ocaro with 13 points. Camps Victoria now for the white shirts. She will serve. Salas. She's denied. She'll try one more time. Barbon was there. Brooke from the back. Comes to Oli. Great defense from BVS. And quick transition for the Akari Chargers. That was Sed Domingo.
The Akari Chargers being very reactive in this sequence. Ali Akaro fired up. But take a look at that. Sed Domingo very aggressive at the net. Point Akari.
It's nice to see Sed Domingo getting involved as well in the offense of Akari. That is point number 6 for the middle blocker. Cal, one hand set! Oh, beautiful play. Really trying to execute it properly. And she was rewarded by that point from Sed Domingo. Right now, Akari has that lead 16-14. Akari Chargers looking to extend the winning streak as we take a look at this sequence before our break. That was a incredible play. Camille Cal with a one-hand set to Sed Domingo, making it work. Perfect execution.
And this is what we saw in their last match. Camille Cal really setting up the offense, utilizing her middles, very calm, very patient.
And you're talking about her good decision-making also,
Yes.
Jay, that they badly need. But of course, Brooke Van Sickle, she has other plans. She wants to bounce back from that match against Capital One.
See Donna really utilizing that back row attack of Brooke Van Sickle. Miscue between the Chargers.
Van Sickle had 19 markers versus that loss against the Solar Spikers.
Perfect set.
Let's see what will happen here.
Little dump again coming from Remy Palma. You know what I do? This is what I do.
You know what it is.
Yes, you know what it is. Remy Palma. It's a light tap for that back quick attack.
Not the flashiest of players as well. Just so efficient. Right timing always for the team captain. We're tied at 16. Here comes Casey Galdones. Cal finds Oli.
Ooh, what a spot. And this is the same spot that Oli has been going to in between Zone 1, Zone 2. Donna not able to make that in-game adjustment.
17-16.
And if you're Akari with this momentum and this confidence here in the third set, you want to run away with it and you want to keep it, sustain it until the very end. A little too much angle on the service from Oli Okaro. You can see it in her face as well. She was not happy with her serve.
17-all. Serving for the Angels.
Another deadlock in the third set, 17-all.
Ivy Laxina going down the line. Donna pushing that back row attack.
Cal spots Ivy. Donna to Wilma, adjusts. Ivy again. They gotta stay composed, talking about Petro Gazz. Cal. Ooh, that connection.
No touch.
Yeah, that is gonna be outside for Sed Domingo. Could have been a good play for Sed and for Cal. Right now,
Timeout,
Coach
Akari.
Taka will gather the girls for a quick timeout.
Ivy, hitting hard. You have to get the point. One side out there, one side out. Now going to 80-80. Okay, it's really crucial point. Fighting tayo, fight. Laban tayo, girls. Go.
Scores at 17-18. The Akari Chargers slowly creeping in here. It was tied earlier in this third set. The Petro Gazz Angels still finding their groove here. Quite too many miscues. As for Akari, let's see if they can sustain that momentum.
It is going to be a fight till the end for both the Chargers and the Angels. So far, the Angels, they've only won against Zeus Coffee. Lost against Capital One. For Akari, they won both their games, Capital One and Choco Mucho. Cal, bump set to Ivy. Was not ready, will make do.
Set.
Cal, this time to Oli, adjusting. Chased by Tempiatura. Palma goes for it. Cal to Oli, flying high.
What a spot.
And she needs a bit of a break. Girl needs a break.
It's the spot.
Felt that exhale after that approach. But keep in mind, there's only two spikers in front. Camille Cal setting her up earlier in that sequence. A front row set. But Ollie, she's still ready to go, still smiling.
And I think that is what makes her so lovable as a reinforcement. Always smiling, such a positive vibe on the court. We keep talking about it, Jay. That's something you don't want to see, the service errors, especially when the scoreboard looks like this, 19-18 in favor of Petro Gazz.
That's right, this is where the unforced errors need to be minimized. Let's see who will prevail this set.
They choose Gretchel.
Is there a check?
Well, Akari clearly asking for a check. Angels pretty confident and went outside. Even Gretchel is saying that there was a check, so they will call a block touch challenge on that one because it was awarded to the Petro Gazz Angels, JB. And so we will see what the final answer is because Gretchel is pretty confident and so are her teammates too.
Petro Gazz wanting to complete this mission and clinching this set in 3. As for Akari, of course, wants to extend this match. So far, so good. The team's doing a great job. Not a lot of unforced errors in the past 2 sequences, but the question is, Billy, who can finish this third set off?
And technically, the Petro Gazz Angels are the defending champions here in the Reinforced Conference. They won against the Signal HD Spikers in 2022. And they won their first title as a franchise in 2019, also in the Reinforced Conference. Let's take a look at this. Was there a touch?
None.
None. Clear as day. There was no block touch.
No block touch. So that is a clean attack going outside for Gretchel. Point, Petro Gazz.
The point will remain. Yep, you're right. The point will remain with the Petro Gazz Angels. That's going to be an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Taka and the rest of the Akari Chargers. Petro Gazz up by 2 points, and that's going to be a luxury here in the third set, especially with the way things are playing out. Ooh, quick one. Van Sickle, nothing. And St. Domingo coming alive in the third, raising her fists up in the air.
And so far, the attack points we've seen from St. Domingo are coming from the overpasses of the Angels. A much-needed side out for the Akari Chargers.
6 points for St. Domingo in the third set alone. They are down by just a single point. Not quite yet. Oh, Brooke is blocked. And you like the celebration, right, of Kamuy Cal in Casa Victoria, because if you block someone like Brooke Van Sickle, that is a huge deal.
You know, and what fans don't see, the hard work that is being put into blocking, of course, in training. So this is what they prepared for, and it's
right.
working.
what you sow. Deadlock at 20. Salas from the back row. That sails outside for Wilma.
Right, intent coming from the reinforcement. Just nicking the line a bit too overcooked in that sequence.
Timeout, Petro Gazz.
Right now it is Petro Gazz's turn to call for time. We gotta listen in.
Change the mind. Aleka cross game. Okay, one more.
More topic.
Own the receipt, guys. Own the receipt.
Dear Mark. Dear Mark. Mark the block. Everyone cover. Everyone cover. Okay.
Petro Gazz
Yes!
Another close game ang sabi ni Coach Koji. It is 20-21. Akari holding on to that slim 1-point lead. Oli Okaro, of course, Ivy Laksina doing damage here as Bilav Barbon is taking care of things at the defensive end, or defense to be exact, for Petro Gazz. Domingo serves. Bump set. Brooke Van Sickle goes cross court. Nothing!
And who is that, Billy?
Of course, none other than Rem Palma's signature move. We expect nothing less from the team captain at this point.
The signature dunk, I would say, coming from
Would that
Remy
be her
Palma.
fourth time doing that, right?
Remy Palma.
I would say around 4 or 5 times we've seen that this game. She has 6 points today. Soltones!
What a dig.
Van Sickle was not ready for that. Oli does not go over.
Van Sickle came from the front row, running to the back row. Talk about efficiency.
She was in a daze for a couple of seconds and it snapped back. Still made it work because they get that point. They're up by 1. I like how Rem Palma was in the side trying to wake her up. Girl, let's go. Kamikal.
Free ball.
Oh, miscue. Oh, she gets the point.
It's the spot.
That was 0 effort for Oli Okaro. Still makes it work. Take a look at this. Great placement.
Remy Palma
Trying to,
ready as well for the defense. These are free points given to the Chargers.
Adolfo from the back row. Cal
Good set.
to Oli. Barbon was ready for it. They send it back. And Cavs Victoria commend the middle blockers, Jay of the Akari Chargers, coming alive when it matters the most. First, we take a look at this. Yep.
Switching it up. The blockers nowhere to be found for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Are we going to be here for a little while longer? That's what we have to find out. Brooke Van Sickle trying. Oli!
Ollie fired up.
She wants to stay. Walang uuwi.
Fired up for this third set. She was silent in the first 2 sets, but scoring when it matters. True test for the Petro Gazz Angels. The question is, are the key players that are not here needed right now for the Petro Gazz Angels, or is this group of 6 willing to commit and win this match?
And that is a challenge here for Petro Gazz. Right now, because of that service error, they're down by 1. Cal will go to Oli. And Okaro will extend this to a 4 set.
Set number 3 to the Chargers.
Oli Akaro to the rescue here, beating that block. I mean, take a look at her body language on your screens here. Scoring when it matters.
Much appreciation for their setter as well, Kamuy Cal, making things work. 22-25 rather, in favor of the Chargers. And Jamie, before we started this game at the top of the coverage, you're talking about the twists and turns here in the PVL. Well, here's another one for you. The Akari Chargers take set number 3 from the Petro Gazz Angels. And what a set that was for both our teams. Really neck to neck until the very end.
Oli Akaro of the Akari Chargers, electric in that third set, scoring when it matters, being crafty and targeting those long ball attacks. The Petro Gazz Angels were not able to sustain their momentum. Too many unforced errors in this third set, but I have to say, the Petro Gazz Angels are lacking a lot in terms of weapons here on the left and right. In set 3 stats on your screens. Take a look, Billy, at that disparity of attacks. 11 for the Petro Gazz Angels and 19 for the Chargers. And you can see that the Chargers actually had 10 errors in that third set. It was the attacking of the Petro Gazz Angels. And I did ask you this during that third set. Some of the players, of course, Jonah Sabeta not being fielded in today. Of course, Janelle Chang, their usual starter, is not on court today. But the Petro Gazz Angels only having a 20% attack efficiency compared to the 35 Akari. A lot of weapons needed for the Petro Gazz Angels because Brooke Vansickle and Wilma cannot do it all.
It has to be a collective team effort from every single person on the court for the Petro Gazz Angels. We saw that in the first set. In the second set, we need to see it in the fourth as well. Wilma Salas, the reinforcement, also doing a lot of work here, hard work for the Angels. Meanwhile, for the Akari Chargers, they know this scenario all too well. Happened just recently, actually, a 5-set win against the Chocomucho Flying Titans. Reverse sweep. Tignan natin kung ano yung mangyayari sa kanila in this match. But if you know Brooke Vansickle, you know that she's not going down without a fight either. You got BVS.
Always smiling.
Yep.
Always smiling.
BVS and Casey Galdones all pumped up and ready to go for this match. And Rem Palma, their team captain as well, getting a glimpse of her at the back. But what about Gretchen Soltones, former Petro Gazz Angel?
Killing it.
Smiling at her teammates as well. And Camps Victoria being activated in the third set alongside Ced Domingo. And we cannot forget Oli Okaro right now with 18 points. And they will be relying heavily on her to take the lead here in the fourth. Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria. We got Kyla King-Su giving us the latest from the sidelines. Thank you so much for spending your Saturday afternoon, evening, almost evening with us. And joining us on One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live. Yep, set number 4 underway.
Delayed game warning issued against Akari. Start of set number 4, first serve to Petro Gazz.
I believe there was a delaying the game warning, if I heard that correctly.
Serving Tona Paralejas.
A yellow card was given to Oli of the Akari Chargers. She did not actually come back in time to the start of the fourth set.
So that was a warning, or the yellow card warning that we saw, or we heard before the set 4 started. And the woes continue for the Petro Gazz Angels.
Set a bit too low for Galdones. This is where the Petro Gazz Angels need to regroup. Of course, a few players we mentioned earlier are feeling a bit under the weather, but this is where they need to come together and play collectively as a team.
Remember, Jamie, it is such a condensed tournament format. Every single game matters, right? We said that a lot of the games, or all the games, hold a lot more weight. So if, let's say, Petro Gazz ends up maybe losing this game, it's going to be hard to bounce back from a 2-game winning skid.
That's right. As for the Akari Chargers, there's a lot of hope coming from that third set, but we've seen scenarios like this. We've seen a lot of stories like this where there's a lot of reverse sweeps as well.
For the Chargers.
And so far, the Akari Chargers did come from that against the Chocolate Flying Titans.
Adolfo will try as Cal finds Ivy.
It's a net touch.
And it will go to Petro Gazz as we turn it over to highlight Kings.
Standing tall in the face of adversity, ladies and gentlemen, Oli Okaro leading the charge for Akari said, we did a reverse sweep last Tuesday. Why not one more time to end this week right? Prior to this game, I asked what her secret to success has been throughout her volleyball career, and she answered, staying hungry. Hungry to avenge defeat in times of loss, and hungry to reach even greater heights when I'm already on top. And Oli is certainly leading the Akari squad by example, as I hear her on the sidelines rallying her girls to just own their roles and execute as they attempt to snatch this game away. But Billy and Jamie, reverse sweeps are rare and difficult, but we are well aware that here in the PVL, we like to keep our fans on their toes. So you guys better continue watching this thrilling matchup on the Pilipinas Live app, where you can enjoy PVL action anytime and anywhere in the world. Now back to you, Billy and Jamie.
Thanks so much for that, Kai. It is true. Expect the unexpected here in the PVL. And I like what you said about Oli. You know, you can really see it even from the sidelines. She is a teammate who will just gather everybody together and motivate everyone on the court. Such a cheerful personality.
That's right.
And such a positive energy that she brings to this Akari team. And so far, Petro Gazz, they're up by 2. Akari needs to take control again, just like Ivy Laksina with that attack.
Clean attack, going down the line. Beautiful set coming from Camille Cal. We know the tandem of these two ever since. But talking about Oli, prior to this, not only does she love the scoring machine, but it's the things that we don't see as well.
The intangibles too.
Yes, the bonding, giving your teammate a high five. Those are the little things that we've seen so far.
That's right, great adjustment from Adolfo. Set it over. Now it's back with Petro Gazz. Another one from Rem Palma.
Rem Palma, that beautiful A-quick attack. We all know that A-quick attack ever since college in FEU. A quick swipe at that.
Serving for the Angels.
That is point number 7 for our team captain, who did not see action versus Capital One. She's back and better. Here comes Ivy, tucking it in. Ooh, it goes back to Akari. Chance for Petro Gazz.
Good set.
Adjustment there for Rem Palma. This time, Brooke from the back. It is good for Van Sickle.
Not today, says Brooke Van Sickle. Attack coming from the back row. Petro Gazz Angels up by 3 points. Great dig coming from Wilma as well.
Timeout, Akari.
If it doesn't have a connection, find the open space. I told you, find the open space. It's only 4 sets. Okay. So again, fast ball. Try to fast ball, make it higher. Give the time for the Kamui. Okay, as long as we can have a time, we can hit, and we can go to cover. Make sure we need to do hard work. We cannot stop. All right.
You gotta put in the work, says Coach Taka, especially in this match versus the Petro Gazz Angels. Kamoy Cal has established that connection with Oli Okaro and Sid Domingo, who came up big in the 3rd, hoping to replicate it in the 4th. Miscue for Akari. Palma. Cal back set to Oli.
What a dig.
Great defense from BVS. Salas wasn't ready for it, had to adjust. Ivy with a push. Nandoon si Jelly. Adolfo powers it through.
Lucky point coming from AA Adolfo. You can see Brooke Van Sickle with that bump set. A bit too tight, but
key out of Adamson. It's a 4-point advantage for Petro Gazz. They gotta hold on to this if they want to win. Soft touch.
The crafty attacks coming from Ollie, whether it's cross court, down the line, but this time changing speed and going for that tip above the block of the Petro Gazz Angels.
And she started a bit slow in the first and second sets. Right now, she's at 20 points. Nothing slow about that for Oli Okaro. Slowly but surely. 19 attacks and 1 block for our reinforcement. They're down by 3. Make that 2. It's going to be a service ace for Oli.
Oli Okaro. Just to remind everyone, she had 38 points against the Chakamucha Flying Tridents, and that game lasted in 5 sets. So you see that there's still hope in the eyes for Akari.
And Akari has never beaten the Petro Gazz Angels in franchise history since they started here in the PVL. Palma, dug up by Ravenna. Cal to Laxina. Powers and through the blockers of Petro Gazz.
Ivy Laxina doing a lot of the field work here alongside Ollie. Take a look there, tooling that block of Donna.
It's now down to just a 1-point push for Petro Gazz. Wilma!
What a dig by Ravenna.
Great one from Danny. Petro Gazz has it. They go to Brooke. Another one from Ravenna. Cal to Laxina. Donna will go to Adolfo. Cal chases it. Bump set to Laxina again. Nothing yet for both teams, and a chance for the Chargers. They go to Sed. Finishes it off.
Another lovely tap, I would say, coming from Sed Domingo. That quick attack. Both teams fighting it out. Beautiful defense, but that free ball too easy for the Chargers.
Deadlock at 7 in the 4th. For those who just tuned in, Petro Gazz won the first 2 sets. Akari got the 3rd. And a lot of confidence for the Akari Chargers, and Sed Domingo going for that block. Akari gets the lead 8-7. Sed Domingo coming alive in the 3rd set and bringing it over here in the 4th set of our match. So much energy on the side of the Akari Chargers. Meanwhile, team captain, we have Rem Palma trying to make sure they finish this game in 4 sets.
Ball is out.
But it looks like, you know, with the way things are going, Jay, Akari is really putting on a show here.
But of course, we have a double substitution here. She's Syed, and of course, crowd favorite, Myla Pablo, being fielded in for the first time in this match. looking to shake things up, looking to be the spark plug for the Angels.
It is Typhoon Pablo back here in Phil Sports Arena. It has been a while since we last watched her play. As you mentioned, she is a crowd favorite. So if you guys heard all the cheers of the crowd, that is specifically for her. Petro Gazz takes the lead. Myla Pablo, we know what she can do. Absolutely. Oli Ocaro, that goes straight to the net.
It's a good set coming from Camille Cal. But with that approach, I think she was a bit too early in that sequence. Mistiming that one.
9-all.
Adolfo now with 4 attack points. Cal goes to Domingo.
Domingo.
And if you take a look at it, Jay, it's not the best of sets from Camille Cal to Sed, but they just happen to make it work.
You could see the...
It was a little too high, I believe.
But luckily with the air time
Right.
of Sed Domingo, she's able to make a way.
Laxina will serve. They
tight.
go to Brooke. Makes do. Cal to Soltones with a drop. Nobody there for Petro Gazz.
And you know, Gretchen Soltones did come from the Angels, so she knows the tendencies of her opponent.
Timeout for the Angels. Let's listen in.
Aggressive! More! Catch also! More aggressive! Don't stop the hand! Okay, simple, work work! Everyone come on! Okay!
Okay. Okay, akin yun. Bawi tayo. Okay, Petro Gazz.
Coach Koji telling his squad to be a bit more aggressive in this fourth set. Not a lot of urgency in terms of the defense here. But Gretchen Soltones finding a way, going up against her former team in the Petro Gazz Angels. Sed Domingo also making a way, and Oli Ocaro. Akari up by 2 points.
It has been a back and forth affair for both our squads here in the fourth. Here comes Myla Pablo, dug up by Oli.
Good set.
Soltones still finding the holes in the defense of Petro Gazz, and that is something that Petro Gazz needs to address.
And not only that, Billy, that it was not the strongest of attacks coming from Gretchen, but the placement, like you said, finding that space. Petro Gazz needing to make these in-game adjustments now, or this game will continue into 5 sets.
Ball still alive. They make space for Ivy right there. They go to Brooke Van Sickle.
That is touched by the blockers of the Akari Chargers. A much needed side out for the Angels. Just touching the hands of Camille Cal.
Petro Gazz still down by 2 as we take a look at the Rem Palma getting ready to serve. Great anticipation from BBS.
Reading that early on, the 1-2 play of Camille Cal.
They're down by 1.
Ooh, that's
inside.
Yep.
And even Coach Taka acknowledged it and ran it right in front of him.
That's right. So far, so good. The past 2 points for the Petro Gazz Angels. Remy Palma up to serve.
12-all.
Another service ace from Rem Palma.
Petro Gazz Angels up now by 1 point. Great service, very steady. We all know the service coming from Remy Palma. Very stable and steady.
That's right, and you like the composure
Yes.
that Palma also has. You will never see her frazzle, but I guess third time is not a charm for her this time. That's going to be a little too short.
But let's see who will boost up their team's momentum. Chisad still in alongside Myla Pablo. They were fielded in earlier for the double sub.
We're tied 13-all. They go to Galdones. Soltones!
Too good.
Adolfo was not able to reach for that.
But Gretchen Soltones leading the way for the Akari Chargers. Bump set coming from their squad, but going for that down the line, targeting Chisad.
17 points for Gretch.
Said Domingo still having a difficult time with her service. Scores 14-all.
That is her second service error of the match. As she ties this game, you can see it on her face too. 14-all.
Number 11, Salas.
Paralejas checks back in, as well as Wilma Salas. Pablo Saet take a bit of a rest here. Cal. Gretchel from the left pin. Salas is back. Hesitation on the part of Akari.
Coach Taka not looking too happy with that sequence. Max and Camille Cal take a look here again on this replay. No urgency, no communication.
Offset there. Brooke Van Sickle goes cross and puts it away.
Perfect timing for the Petro Gazz Angels to get this timeout.
Welcome back to the Phil Sports Arena. Billy Capistrano with Jamie La Victoria. The Akari Chargers extended this fourth set with Coach Plaka at the helm. Game faces on for the white shirts because in their way we have the Petro Gazz Angels and they're up by 2.
Still serving, Donna Paralejas.
We have the rookie Donna serving. Cal with a 1-2 play, unsuccessful. They give it to Gretchel. Bump set to Salas, waiting for it, blocked. BBS. Second straight point for Brooke Van Sickle.
So far, too hot to handle coming from Brooke Van Sickle. When she's in the front row, Dawn is still utilizing her. She has the hot hands. So far, so good.
That is point number 19 for Brooke. Just at the net. Akari has it, sends it over. Wilma. Kamui goes to Ivy, still the same spot.
Lucky point for Ivy Laxina, targeting zone 1. Set a bit too low as well. But a point is a point.
She'll take it.
17 serving 15. Serving is
Akari is down by 250, serving 17. Another service error for Cal. That is her fourth of the game. So kind of fighting up now for Camille Cal.
Brooke Van Sickle. Serving for Petro Gazz.
BBS serving.
Good spot.
Cal. Minimal effort there for Oli Okaro. I mean, for Petro Gazz, they need to have better court sense and court awareness at this point.
You know, but this is understandable, of course. Donna and AA's first time playing here the entire match. This is where the learning occurs.
And sometimes you can have that hesitation as well. BVS from the back.
There's a check. I think there's a check on that.
There is. And even Danny admitted it. I think she saw it firsthand. 3-point lead, Petro Gazz.
19 serving 16. Serving KC Galtones.
Cal. It's going to be Oli. Point number 23 for the reinforcement. They're down by 2 points, so it is going down to the wire, much like our fourth set. Camps Victoria. A little silent here in the fourth set. Needs to get involved as well. Oh, they save it and they set it over. Cal, set to Oli. Good dig from Barbon. Chance for Akari. Cal to Laxina.
What an attack coming from the left pin. You could hear the impact of the ball on her hand. But Camille Cal, beautiful jump set, fooling the blockers of the Petro Gazz Angels. Remy Palma not reading that right away.
It is just a 1-point ball game. Camps Victoria still on deck to serve. That's a good one. And they will not be able to chase it. Victoria will tie this match. We are at 19 all, which will prompt Coach Pochi to come up with something new. They're going to call for time.
Every pass. Beat out. Now.
No, Hawa-chan, don't stop. Don't stop.
Yeah. She will
One
get
more,
the
one more.
pass. Yes. She will get the pass. Okay. Let's go. Got the momentum, okay? Hey, Petro Gazz.
A bit of a breather for the Petro Gazz Angels. You can hear team captain Rem Palma just telling her teammates to get the momentum, and that's the most important thing. They are at a deadlock. 19 all versus the Akari Chargers. The Chargers are on a roll here in the fourth set, working hard to extend this to possibly a fifth.
Free ball.
Who are they gonna go to? Cal will choose Oli. What a save from Brooke Van Sickle. Ball still alive. They're scrambling for it. One-handed save from Okaro. Chance for Petro Gazz. They go to BVS. Ivy to Gretchel. And of course, it is the team captain, Rem Palma, signature move.
The Akari Chargers, the Petro Gazz Angels, finding their breath here after that long rally. But Donna going for that big quick attack on Remy Palma. Smart play.
What a great point, great effort coming off that timeout. Petro Gazz ahead by 1. Salas with 17 right now in this game. Cal, good set to Oli. They need this.
Smart. Smart play. You have the reinforcement in the front. You have to utilize her as much as possible. But the blocking of the Angels a bit too late in that rally.
This is the 9th deadlock of the fourth set. So again, you know, they both want to win this set. For Akari, they want to extend it to a fifth. Petro Gazz, they want to get back in that win column. Great blocking from Palma. Laxina, softer approach.
Smart plays coming from Ivy Laxina, switching tempo. But the Petro Gazz Angels, Billy, having a difficult time reading the tendencies of the Chargers.
They need more floor coverage, more floor defense. Talking about the Petro Gazz Angels seems to be a problem here. Okaro serves. It's still playable. Chance for the Chargers. They go Laxina, digs deep.
Back-to-back points from Ivy Laxina. And Billy, to think this is her third position. Coming from the right pin, coming from the middle, but shining bright, attacking in between the block of the Angels.
Looks like Akari really likes that challenge. 22 serving 20, 24 points for
What a
Ollie.
serve.
Donna will give this one to Adolfo. Cal finds Ollie right on the money for Okaro.
All smiles coming from the Chargers. And of course, an applause from their coach, Coach Taka. Beautiful set coming from Camille Cal.
I believe the gentleman we saw a while ago on screen, that was her husband too, supporting Ollie in this match. Just like that, Akari is up by 3 points. That's a good one. Chami is on the court right now. Tries, is unsuccessful as Cal will give this one to Sed Domingo. Salas ready for it. Chamzon!
What a spot!
With a sharp one of her own. Instant impact for Nicole Chamzon.
Will Chamzon be the magic punot for the Petro Gazz Angels? Take a look at that angle there. Ravenna, Laxina not ready for that one.
And we know how capable Chami is as well.
Yes.
We've seen
What
her
a
in her
serve.
UP days. They're down by 2. Talking about Petro Gazz. Laxina!
That sails
Oh,
out.
that's outside. Clearly outside. No touches.
But we will have a double substitution for the Akari Chargers, Michelle Cobb and Ellie Soyu.
This is going to be an interesting substitution for Coach Taka. They are up by just 1 point against a rallying Petro Gazz Angels. Chamzon waiting to serve.
22 serving 23.
Cobb to Ivy. Nobody there. Nobody home for Petro Gazz. And Akari is at set point at the cusp of turning this into a 5-set match.
16 out, 14, Almazan in.
Almazan in for the first time this
Akari now
match.
at set point,
Serving
serving
specialist.
for the set, Catherine Almazan.
This is going to be a crucial one.
Good serve.
Palma.
Smart play coming from Donna, maximizing Remy Palma, their captain, taking that risk. Take a look at the blocking here. Only one block up against Gretchen Sultanes.
23 serving 24, and the service area, Remy Palma.
23 serving 24. Cobb. And they're still alive. The Petro Gazz Angels are alive in kicking. Great presence of mind.
Yes.
Very Casey.
composed.
Yep, by Casey Galdones.
Avoiding that net touch that could have happened.
Total body awareness, right, Jay? Cobb, bump set to Sultanes.
What a
dig! Brooke Van Sickle!
What a turn of events.
CBS saying, wait a minute.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not today. What an attack from Brooke. Remy Palma still up to serve. Composure, composure.
Set point na ang Petro Gazz Angels, 25-24. A crucial serve by Rem Palma. She has 11 markers in this match. A lot of crucial points as well.
Petro Gazz at match point. Serving for the match, team captain, Remy Palma.
Remember, she had 2 straight aces a while back, Jamie. This is a good one. Cal searches for Soltones, challenging the blockers. Good coverage for Petro Gazz. Brooke Van Sickle. Not yet. Cal to the lady piece. Nandoon si Chami. They go BBS. Oh my goodness, what a game.
Wow. You can just see how the momentum shifts between both squads. There's really no cushion here in this 4th set. We got to take a look at the replay here. Brooke, a bit not balanced in that sequence.
Composure from Kamoy Cal. A little too late for BVS. We're all tied up. 25 apiece. Said Domingo will serve. They go to BBS. Confusion on the part of Akari.
Break. Yep. The set was actually a bit too tight for Brooke, avoiding that net touch, court awareness from the veterans.
Sometimes, you know, we said it, it's not all about the intensity of the attacks. It's about the smarts as well. Cal. Ollie from the back, she's blocked. Cal. The Soltones gets it through. Ooh, Galdones had her back turn, thinking possibly that Wilma had the ball.
Presence of mind is needed.
Remember, you gotta have that awareness. Take a look at
here.
this. She has her back turn, kind of looking at Wilma, maybe thinking that Wilma had the ball, not knowing that it was right behind her. 26-all is the score. Wilma, a little too good. Oh, she is fired up.
She's in the front row. Brooke has time to rest a bit before she's up to serve.
Gazz can take the match
Well, let's
with
see
another
who Donna
point.
will
Serving
go
for the
for.
match, Brooke Van Sickle.
Cal to Ollie. Oh, that's in.
Ollie.
They're gonna say in.
It's reinforcement versus reinforcement.
Oh, they're gonna call a challenge.
Okay.
They're gonna say that was ball
Petro Gazz is challenging
out.
the ruling in the last
Right,
frame
yes,
for
they are
ball
gonna
in,
say
ball out.
that is ball out.
Yes. This
Challenge
is from
Petro
attack
Gazz. Ball
of
in,
Ollie, of course,
ball
coming
out.
from the right pin.
And what a sequence of events that we've been having here, Jay. And for those who are watching us, whether on One Sports Plus, or Pilipinas Live, I'm sure you guys are all enjoying all 11 deadlocks we've had here in the 4th set, because Akari does not want to go home just yet. Oh, that's definitely ball
inside,
in.
yes.
Without a doubt, that is inside. A sigh of relief from Oli Ocaro. Unsuccessful challenge for Coach Koji and the rest of the Petro Gazz Angels.
And take a look at that, Billy. Ivy Laxina now in the front row. She has been doing wonders for the Chargers.
We'll see how things will unfold. Salas! Cal to Laxina! Ivy Laxina powering it through.
Only good things to say for Ivy Laxina. Beautiful set, jump set coming from Camille. A lack of press on that block of Galdones.
Akari at set point. This could be it.
Again at set point, serving for the set, Gretel Soltones.
Soltones will serve for the white shirts. Barbon, steady reception. Donna will go to Adolfo. Cal, back set to Ollie. Dug up by Brooke. Bump set. Wilma sends it over. Chance They gotta keep their composure as Cal sends this one to Ivy Laxina. Nothing. Salas is blocked. Good coverage for Petro Gazz. She'll try one more time. And we are going to a fifth and final set. History repeats itself a little bit too early for the Akari Chargers.
Take a look at this replay here. Defense from both squads, but the blocking of the Chargers. Talk about Ivy Laxina.
What a set, what a match. And the great news is for all our fans, it's not over yet. We will be right back. It is not over yet. 27-29 in that fourth set. 38 minutes of play.
What a
And
set.
we love
What a
to
set.
see it, Jamie. A lot of heart coming from both sides of the court for Akari and for the Petro Gazz Angels. And we gotta commend both teams for the hustle that they've been putting out here, but especially the Akari Chargers for fighting it out till the end. Ivy Laxina, Oli Okaro, and Kamui Kam.
It's a team effort coming from the Akari Chargers. Everyone pitching in, everyone knowing their role and doing their job. I have to talk about their reinforcement and Ollie doing such a great job, whether it's from the back row or the front row. But for the Petro Gazz Angels, they're still trying to find that perfect mix in this match. Attacks here on your screen, 16 for the Petro Gazz Angels and 22 for the Akari Chargers. And it's actually the attacks that are lacking in the Petro Gazz squad in this the fourth set. Take a look here. It's actually the Akari Chargers who committed more errors, but take a look there, Billy. Only 16 attacks. A lot of their attacks are not being converted into points. Have to say this. The players that are also not on the court, for example, Jonas Abeta, we know she can be that lethal weapon coming from the left pin. She's definitely needed in today's match.
And as we all know, as Jamie mentioned as well, she is not here today, but she is hoping and praying that her team bounces back from that fourth set. We have Oli Okaro, 26 points of 24 attacks, 1 block, and 1 ace, doing amazing things for the Akari Chargers, feeling right at home too with the white shirts. But what about Brooke Van Sickle?
So far, so good. Van Sickle doing a lot of the work here for her squad. Ever so reliable, but there needs to be more help from her alongside Wilma. It's the middle blockers. Galdones, Remy Palma need to step up a bit more. We saw Chamson as well help instant impact, but not enough for that fourth set.
It's going to be a crucial one because you all know how the fifth set flies by so quickly. You got to get a head start. Here comes Brooke. Cal finds Ollie. Swing. Side.
So a lack of burst action in that sequence. Good start so far for the Petro Gazz Angels. As we all know, this set is only up to 15.
15 points. So every single point is going to be crucial for both teams here. Again, they need a head start. They need to gain that momentum rather quickly. Donna to Wilma. Gets a first point. Check that. Second point for Petro Gazz.
Back-to-back points for the Angels. Such a strong start here so far. But let's see how this will unfold, Billy. The Akari Chargers know this type of scenario.
As I've mentioned in the fourth set, history repeats itself a little too early in the case of the Akari Chargers as they get
Net
this
touch coming from Galdones.
It was a reverse sweep of Choco Mucho. Petro Gazz knows this. They're well prepared for the Chargers. They don't want that to happen. We will see how things will pan out. Leading scorers for this match, Oli with 26, Brooke with 22. Doing the heavy lifting for their team.
What a serve.
Wilma fires one. Cal to Ivy from the back row.
Good court awareness coming from A.A. Adolfo.
Ducking just
Lucky,
right in
yes.
time. Early lead for Petro Gazz. They're up by 2. Scoreboard reads 3-1. 18 attacks for BBS. Cal finds Oli, left pin.
What a sweep. Oli Akaro, 38 points in their previous match. Take a look at that reverse set coming from Camille Cal. Beautiful swing.
Right now she has 27 under her belt. Miscommunication for Petro Gazz, and we have seen this a couple of times here, but again, you know, we have Donna, she's a rookie. There's still a lot of adjustment. Sometimes you just gotta toughen up and do the job. One hand set. You're gonna chase it. Not enough speed for A.A. Adolfo.
A bit too organized, disorganized, I would say, from the Petro Gazz Angels. They need to regroup, they need to communicate. But the Akari Chargers maximizing this.
They go to Wilma. Challenging their blockers of the Akari Chargers.
Wilma very focused, very competitive. Scores 4-all.
We're tied at 4 now, serving KC Galdones.
Galdones on deck to serve for the red shirts. Cal goes to Ivy.
Just a tap in between that block of the Petro Gazz Angels, unable to solve the problem in Ivy Laxina.
Serving for Akari, Camps Victoria.
Akari takes a lead. 5 serving 4. They pass this one to Wilma. Rolls it over as Cal. Quick one to Sed. Blocked. Bump set to Oli. One hand save. Brooke from the back. Cal to Oli, adjusts. Adolfo is denied. Ivy gets it through. Oh, it's alive. Playable. Miscue for Akari.
Akari.
Camille Cal trying to push that B-quick attack on Sed Domingo.
And sometimes, you know, Jay, when things are moving really fast on the court, you just have to compose yourself. We're tied at 5. I would say a pretty slow start
For both?
for
both.
our set number 5. Cal, back set to Oli. That's good.
It's the
Oli Akaro doing wonders for her squad, scoring when it matters. She was silent, Billy, the first 2 sets, but is coming alive even more in this 5th set.
The passes for the AA, nothing. Quick one to Sed, dug up by Brooke. Chance for Oli, soft touch. Wilma waiting. Dumps. That is a good one. Flip attack from Kamui Cal.
The blocking not there for the Petro Gazz Angels. Camille Cal finding that open space. Remy Palma not aware of the tendencies of Camille Cal.
Petro Gazz will call for time. Let's listen in.
Non-stop, non-stop. Have a chance, have a chance. More aggressive. Serve catch, also aggressive. Good.
Score is 5-7 Akari. Same narrative from the previous match. Akari defeating the Chakamucha Flying Titans in 5 sets in a reverse sweep. But can they do this yet again against the Petro Gazz Angels? The Petro Gazz Angels lacking a few players, feeling a bit under the weather. But now we have Chi Saet and Aiza fielded in. I think this is where the veteran moves are coming from. Much needed experience for this squad.
That's going to be a service error for Oli Okaro. Petro Gazz slowly catching up. They're down by 1 in the 5th.
Service, AA Adolfo.
We have AA Adolfo on deck to serve for the red shirts. Oh, that's a good serve from Adolfo. As we
take a look at this replay here. AA Adolfo taking that risk, targeting the veteran Ingrecho Sultones.
The training wheels are off for the rookies in this match. Camille Cal, Laxina, dug up by Adolfo. They go to Maizo Pontillas. Great save from Wanko. Sending this one to Brooke with a soft touch. Oli
Smart
too
play.
late. As we turn this over to Kyla Kingsu.
Billy and Jamie, it seems that our Akari girls are extra charged when they're under pressure, extending yet another game this week to a 5th and final set. Now, we've talked a lot about their reinforcement, Oli, but we also have to give it to Ivy Laxina and our former Angel turn charger Gretzel Sotones as well, who have been playing steady for their squad, even in these crucial and pressure-packed minutes. Earlier, Jamie, you said that Gretzel knows the tendencies of the Angels, and she shared that being very familiar with their type and level of play will certainly be her guiding star as she navigates this for her team. You know, an interesting part of our conversation as well is when I asked what her expectations are for this game, and she answered, I never expect anything because that leaves you disappointed no matter what. I want to be surprised, and what a surprise it has been for them and all of us here. Will the veteran-led Petro Gazz be stunned by a younger team yet again? Well, we'll all have to find out on the Pilipinas Live app, where exciting PVL action will continue anytime and anywhere in the world as we head into this timeout of the Akari Chargers.
Thank you so much for that report, Kyla. And as Gretchen did say, she is not expecting anything from this game because expectations will lead to disappointment.
Wow.
Oh God. 8-7 is what is on our scoreboard. Oli Okaro fires one.
It's a simple play, the back row attack. Not the strongest of attacks, but her attacks seem to disorganize and disrupt the Petro Gazz Angels.
I feel like also, Jamie, there's a lot of confidence in the way that Oli plays. Very sure of her actions. No matter what the set looks like, that is a way off the service for Ivy Laxina. Ties this game. Check that, Petro Gazz in the lead by 1, 9-8. So giving the lead to the Angels could be a crucial service error for Laxina. Palma on the other side, getting ready. Soltones, just to the net. Akari has it. Babalik kay Soltones, one-hand save. Side asking for space, sends it over. Adolfo, side, backset to Maiza Pontillas.
What it up?
Wical, too late.
It's the first point for ng Aiza. Second point, rather, in this entire match. We have the veterans stepping up now. Chi Saed.
10, serving 8.
Rem Palma continues to serve for the red shirts. Oli. Saed.
Good set.
Passes to Maiza Pontillas. Right on cue.
Good set.
BVS.
Perfect set.
X marks the spot for Brooke Van Sickle.
Take a look at this sequence. Beautiful set coming from Chi Saed. Gretchen Soltones in the antenna. Brooke finding that slim margin in between.
3-point lead now for the Angels. They gotta secure and take care of this advantage. We have substitutions on the side of Coach Taka. In comes Eli Soyud and Cobb for Kamoykal and Oli Ocaro. It is 11 serving 8. A familiar scene with Rem Palma serving. Soyud. That is point number 1 for Eli.
Instant impact from Soyud. Back set from Michelle Cobb. Finding that space, that open space in between that block.
Saed finds BVS. She is blocked. No entry.
You know, this did happen, Billy, in the 4th set.
Take a look at this. Brooke Van Sickle denied entry. The point will go to the Akari Chargers as Petro Gazz will call for a time.
Simple. No number 4. Here use all front. Front. Focus to front offense. Block. Okay.
Continue lang, continue. Aggressive, hingi. Okay. Hingi. Hanggat may chance, hingi.
Blocking. I go. Come on.
Hey, Petro Gazz!
It is a 1-point ball game here for the Petro Gazz Angels. You have Coach Shaq on your screens. They won their first match a while ago against Capital One.
Defeating them
Still serving.
in 3 sets, 4 sets.
Does he get back to this game?
Inside.
Oh, that's the look on Sed's face. And she thought it was gonna sail outside. Well, luckily for her, it is inside.
11 all.
And just like that, we're tied at 11. Oh, regalo for Cavs Victoria.
The momentum is on the side of the Chargers. Camille Victoria receiving this early gift from the Petro Gazz Angels.
We are embracing the ebbs and flows of this game. How fast things have changed. Akari takes the lead. Saed, Maiza Pontillas using quick hands of Gretchen Soltones. And she knows exactly what to do, and that's why you love having Maisa Pontillas as a teammate, but another, she's going to stay here. There's going to be a substitution as Salas checks in.
We're tied at 12, serving Aiza Maiso Pontillas.
It's still alive, playable. They set it over. They go to Eli Soyud. Stop by Tempiatura. That is Galdones on the floor. Clearly in pain. I hope he can kind of get clarification on what happened, but it was that scuffle for the ball. Flanked by her teammates, as well as medical staff, Coach Koji there as well. Looks like she will be stretchered out. Like I said, no need for the stretcher. She's gonna limp back towards the bench. I'm hoping that she will be okay and it's nothing serious, but it looked like she was in a lot of pain.
We have Dacaron.
That is Joy Dacoron checking in, getting ready to check in place of Casey Galdones. 7 points for Casey in this game. Her contributions will be missed here in the latter parts of our set number 5. But again, next man up mentality. Now we have Joy Dacoron, could be
The spark plug.
Re-entering the game for Akari, number 4, Okaro, and number 18, Cal.
So there you have it. We have Okaro and Kamoy Cal checking in again for Akari. Meanwhile, for Petro Gazz, I believe Joy Dacoron.
Substitution, Petro Gazz, 12 out, 5 Dacoron in. And re-entering the game, number 3, Paralejas.
That's going to be a quick time to adjust for Joy Dacoron.
That's right, yep. She hasn't played this entire match.
Right in the thick of things. 13 serving 12. And here we go. Again, 13 serving 12. Wilma Salas. What a smart move from Salas.
Going for that power tip mid-air, switching that tempo here.
We're tied at 13.
But the Akari Chargers not being able to play defense in the donut hole zone.
Deadlock at 13. We got BVS getting ready to serve for the Angels.
Good serve.
Cal goes to Oli. So Ton is quick thinking. Babalik sa Petro Gazz. Bump set to Salas. Dug up by Wangko. Gretchel. Another one. Paralejas is there. Salas winds up. And that is a point.
Yep.
For Wilma Salas. We commend the hustle of Max Wangko. But sails outside as Coach Taka will gather everybody up for a timeout.
First of all, okay, now we're going to tight and number 10 serve, maybe short serve. Try to corner. Okay, now, side fast ball, focus on fast ball. Go, go, go.
Let's go, guys, come on.
It's a much needed side out for the Akari Chargers. But let's see this previous play. Earlier bump set coming from Jelly. But a beautiful cross-court attack. Too powerful for Max to get that one.
It has come to this. Petro Gazz at match point versus the Akari Chargers. This next play, this next sequence will be very, very crucial. Jay, if you're Akari, you work so hard to get to this point.
The Angels are
Same
now
thing
at
goes
match
for the
point.
Petro Gazz Angels. You want to bounce back after that loss against Capital One. Brooke Van Sickle serving. Steady reception. Cal to Oli. The drop! Oh my goodness, Oli Okaro. And Petro Gazz has yet to solve that problem. I mean, Oli is a problem for them.
This is the vet moves that we're seeing coming from the right pin, but no urgency. No one to get that tip from the Angels.
Race to 16, serving Rachel
Race to 16, Sultanes will serve. Paralejas to Van Sickle. Ravenna sets up Oli. That's inside for Okaro. All guts, all heart for the reinforcement.
Very composed, very steady, very stable. Oli, beautiful set also coming from Ravenna, but she had been targeting the long ball attacks, Billy.
It is match point for Akari! And the Akari Chargers! In a crazy, crazy, crazy turn of events, will beat the Petro Gazz Angels for the first time in their franchise's history. They win in 5 sets, another reverse sweep. 2 games in a row. And this panalo play of the game is brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day, okay. And are we still breathing, Jamie? I mean, what a game that we just witnessed. Both teams playing all out, all heart. And this is, you know, these are the games that we live for.
It's all about teamwork for the Akari Chargers. Oli timing all her attacks at the right time. Danny Ravenna, Max, Camille Victoria, the setters as well. Full team effort, full force. But kudos to the Petro Gazz Angels for fighting it out in 5 sets.
Especially the rookies, right? Of Petro Gazz. Not an easy task. Filling in the shoes of the veterans. But it was a teaching moment. 25-23, 25-21, 23-25, 27-29, and 14-16 in favor of the Akari Chargers, who just won their 3rd straight game. And the player of the game, the best one today, is with all smiles, not with Kyla King-Su this time around, because we have another game after this, but Oli Okaro with 31 big points, 29 attacks, 1 block, and 1 ace. We wish we could interview. This was a very long match, a hard-fought match for both our squads. Up next, we have the Choco Mucho Flying Titans versus the Zeus Coffee Thunderbells. Another one coming right your way. For my partner, Jamie La Victoria, Kyla King-Su, Direct Marvin Chavez, and all the amazing people behind this production, I am Billy Capistrano, and this has been the 2024 PVL Reinforced Conference. Don't go away, because we have Choco Mucho and Zeus Coffee coming right your way.